How's it going, everybody? My name is Release Radar, and in today's video, we're going to take a look at the performance of Palworld here on the Steam Deck OLED. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and start a new world. For some reason, I can't get the audio fed through my capture device for the Steam Deck. So you guys are going to be listening to just my voice throughout this video. You're not going to really hear any game sound. But this is a new camera angle I'm working out. You can see me in the reflection of the Steam Deck a little bit, but because this is the OLED, it's actually not that bad. So I'm just gonna create a random character. I don't really care. Start game. Yes. I'm just creating a new world for this. And my girlfriend played a little bit on the OLED last night while I was playing on the ROG Ally. We played our world together. I'm gonna just skip past this little intro cutscene. So I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it. I've been trying to get my camera to focus for the past, like, I don't even know, hour and a half. And it's not focusing that well, but I'm getting about 30, 40 FPS on the Steam Deck, so it is definitely playable. And one thing that I will say about the Steam Deck OLED compared to the ROG Ally is that it just looks better on the OLED screen. It really does. Like, this is just a much better screen than that of the ROG Ally. Like, I think my dream handheld at the moment would be the power of the Ally built into the Steam Deck shell with the Steam Deck screen and just the comfort of the Steam Deck. Because, you know, I sold my Steam Deck a couple months ago and then got surprised with the Steam Deck OLED. And I haven't used the Steam Deck in a fat minute, and it's just much more comfortable to hold than the ROG Ally. So there is that. But let's go ahead and look at the settings we're running at here. So if I go to options is up here. Graphics, it looks like we're running at low settings. Native resolution on the Valve Steam Deck. It's locked at 60 FPS. Actually, I think the screen goes up to 90, right? Yeah, I'll put that up to 90. Medium on the view distance, just to eliminate the pop-in that I was experiencing during the ROG Ally review. I had a bunch of people complaining about me complaining about pop-in. The first time I played Palworld was that video, and I had the view distance on low. So if you're playing the game on PC right now and you drop the view distance to low, you will see what I'm talking about. The pop-in is insane. But with the view distance on medium, it's not that bad, and it still runs decently. So this is one of those games on a device like the ROG Ally. I get about 60 FPS pretty consistently playing at low settings with medium view distance. But on the Steam Deck, I'm getting about 40, maybe sometimes it dips down into the 30s. So it's just one of those cases where, while I love the look of the Steam Deck OLED, it runs better on the ROG Ally, right? But it is nice to have the opportunity to just chill in bed and play a game like this with my girlfriend. Like, that's what we did for a little bit last night. And I mean, this game is just so much fun. There's a lot of conversation about copyright and this game for some reason, like Nintendo acknowledging the existence, of another game, but not necessarily naming the game. We all knew that Nintendo was talking about Palworld, and how they're going to do what's in the best interest to preserve the world of Pokemon and the IP of the creatures. But I've never played a Pokemon game before other than Pokemon Go, but I am hooked on Palworlds. And that's just because I like survival games. Valheim, The Forest, Sons of the Forest, 7 Days to Die, Daisy, Rust. Those are some of my most played games in terms of hours on Steam. And this is a game that's just... It's $30, it's new, it's fun, it's accessible because it's on Game Pass on Xbox, and it's just a good time. And this is what happens when a game that comes out that works and is fun, people like to play it. So I think the games industry should start doing that more, right? Like the most recent Pokemon game, what was it, Scarlet and Violet, came out, and it ran like absolute dog water from what I can remember. But let's go ahead. Is there 2 Mamorists right here? Just chill. There is. Wow, okay. I've yet to capture myself one of these. I want to fight the boss today, probably. But we're pretty far behind everybody else because we've been playing a lot, but we've just been doing things at our own at our own pace. So like we just got today, like a couple hours ago, I unlocked the first gun in the game, which is the musket. So we are very far behind, like my friend Kyle, who's like got a giant base with flying creatures. Now we do have flying creatures already. We captured Nightwings and put saddles on them, but like we just got the first gun. So we're pretty far behind. I'm gonna go ahead and craft a torch here. I hope you guys can see this okay. I'm going to try to zoom in the little FPS counter in post and put it in the top corner of the video so you guys can maybe see that a little bit better. But right now, with the torch out, I'm getting about 30 FPS. I did level up, so even though I'm not going to play on this world anymore after filming this video, might as well spend the point on stamina, because... So, I don't like how when you increase the level of stamina, it only increases it by 10, while health increases it by 100. So, because I think the one thing that you should level up a lot at first, personally, is stamina, just because you run through it super fast. Like, let me just go ahead and run. And, I mean, it's not horrible, but like when you're swinging your axe, breaking minerals and stuff, like you run out of stamina super, super fast. So looking at the water here, our FPS, it's doing fine. Swimming around, we're getting like 40 FPS, 44. Sorry about the weird cut, I had to go do something. But as I was saying, I do like how this game has the Breath of the Wild climbing. It's actually kind of fun. I wish Enshrouded had that, which by the way, I'm going to be testing out Enshrouded on the deck and the Ally shortly. Which let me know if you guys want me to do just like a video on each device on each game, because I'm thinking about maybe doing Steam Deck Benchmark Tuesdays and ROG Ally Benchmark Thursdays. Tripping over my words a little bit. I do have a bit of a stutter. I'm pretty sure you guys already know about that if you've been watching my videos for a while. And I'm just tired. It's been a long day. I'm going to rant about something just real quick. I'm in college, and one of my professors just graded our questions for discussion, is what this professor calls that aspect of this class, right? They're just like discussion posts. And I'm not going to disclose what university that I attend, but it's not Harvard or Yale, right? It's not MIT. It's not a well-renowned, it's not Brown. It's not a super massive fancy school, right? And for some reason, this professor is grading it as if we were an attendee or a student at those larger universities. This university does not have the reputation of MIT, Harvard, Yale, or Brown, right? But for some reason, this professor seems like it's their duty to grade us as if that is the standard that we're applied for. And throughout my entire college career, I have never, not a single time, had an assignment graded this harshly. And the points were docked because I did not include a word count or meet the required word count for the post. But on the assignment page, it doesn't say anything about needing a word count or needing to post what said word count is. However, buried in the modules on Canvas, it does say something where you can find the details of the assignment. So it doesn't tell you how to do the assignment on the assignment. I have never had that happen to me before. I have not once had a professor fail to include how to do the assignment on the assignment. And so I answered the questions, and I got graded for not meeting the criteria of the assignment, not whether or not the actual substance of my work was good or not, right? Which, that's what frustrates me. I want to know if I thought critically enough, or if I, met the talking points or something. But instead, I got docked down to 3 out of 5 points because I did not include a word count, which the assignment on the assignment page doesn't say to do. So, in a group chat with most of the students in this class, we're discussing potentially emailing the dean about this because we all feel like this is unacceptable. Now, is it technically my fault for not knowing that or not reading the instructions on how to do the questions? Yes, it is technically my fault, but practically, and just based on how every other professor for every other class I've ever had has done, instructions on how to do the assignment should be on the assignment. Or at least it should be stated that the instructions could be found elsewhere, but neither of those things are true. And woo, we just dipped down to the 20s right here, 23, 25. I'm just running around the world here. Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, by the way. That was just a brief little rant about the current state of that class. So I'm very annoyed because I feel like my critical thinking skills are decent enough, compared to the average college student at this university. I think I'm a little bit above it. I don't think I'm the smartest person out there by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm frustrated because I feel like I should have done better, but because I didn't know I had to reach an arbitrary word count that the professor assigns because that wasn't, I'm gonna stop rambling about this. I talk a lot if you guys have watched these videos. But, ooh, is that a ball right there? Let's try to capture with a torch. And this is going to go horribly. I know that already. Capture a Foxparks. What's up, buddy? Gotta catch them all. That was a 9% chance to capture it. It's not going to work. There's no way, right? What? Okay. I guess I can spawn him in now. I did not expect that to work, like, at all. The ability that you get, which I guess spoiler alert if you don't want any spoils for this game, but you can unlock an ability called Huggy Fire where you pick it up and then its tail becomes a flamethrower. Very effective for the first boss fight. Which, by the way, the first boss fight is still the only one I've done. Ow. Let's try it again. 7%? Oh, immediately rejected. Okay, I'm out of balls now. I keep pressing X to attack because that's what the attack button is on controller and Enshrouded. Which I do feel kind of bad for Enshrouded because I was super hyped up about that game and I picked it up, but I have not put that much time into it compared to Palworld. Is it dead? And I'm just... Okay, no, it is now. No, it's not. Uh-oh. During this little fight with my torch, I'm getting about 40 FPS, by the way. So what I would probably recommend doing is limiting the refresh rate of the Steam Deck to 30 and capping the game's frame rate at 30 for a smooth 30 FPS. So let me get this thing down, and then I'm going to try to do that real quick and just see if it looks like it runs better. Okay, I killed it. And also, let me know what you guys think about this camera angle. I got this system, and I can overlay a picture of it up on screen right now. But it's like an overhead camera and light mounting system. So, like, this is a pretty legit-looking setup. But the camera quality, I'm not sure how to do lighting, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. So the lighting isn't quite where I want it to be. But let's go ahead and go into options here on the game. Limit it to 30 FPS. Okay. And then I'm also going to hit the Steam button here and limit the refresh rate of the Steam Deck down to 30 FPS. And we're going to go ahead and so 30 FPS, 90 Hertz. Can I make it 30 Hertz? I don't really remember how to Steam Deck. It's been a fat minute since I've used one of these. Okay, well, it's set to 30. Yeah, that is a much smoother frame time graph. And to be completely honest, on a game like this, I would rather have a smooth 30 than a jittery 30 to 40. Because if you have it smoothed out at about 30 FPS, now it's still fighting a little bit. It's going over 30. How do you limit the refresh rate of the whole deck, right? Frame rate limit 30 FPS, 90 Hertz. That's not what I want to do. I feel like an absolute noob here. But this does feel a lot better to play with these limitations in the game. Oh, there's Syndicate soldiers right here? Oh, this is going to go horribly. Get him, Fox. Wait, what? Dude, the torch is actually very effective, I think. Is this person just not hostile? Am I just attacking a random bystander here? These are definitely Syndicate soldiers right here, right? What? Who are you? Thanks for the help. Oh. These are like good guys, I guess. I have not encountered those people yet on my main save. Very curious about that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about Palworld. I've been definitely enjoying my time with it, and it's just, I love, as I said earlier in the video, open world, survival games. Oh, this is not good. Where did he go? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'm just going to run away. But I love open world survival games, so Enshrouded is definitely coming up next on the channel. And because I have two different handhelds to test games out on, I'm going to be uploading a little bit more frequently. And I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to test out new releases on each device in a shorter video like this one. And then I'm going to work through my backlog of games on Steam because I have like over 400 games on Steam. So my plan is to work through my backlog on Steam and go through that and make more big benchmark videos. And so I'm going to try my best to get one ROG Ally and one Steam Deck benchmark video out a month with like a bunch of games, and then continue to test out new games as they come out on each device. So with that said, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel because your views, your likes, your subs, they really do help me be able to just pick up stuff like new games to test out for you guys. And with that also said, thank you so much for watching. This was just an overview of performance of Palworld here on the Steam Deck OLED. Very excited to have Steam Deck content coming back here on the channel. And I also just got an Xbox Series X, so I'm going to be doing an in-depth review of that as well. But thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Peace.